Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got another M3, but this time it's in an individual color. This one is Ametrin Metallic, sort of like a purple violet, somewhere in there. So it's available on the M8 as well as the X5, X6, and X7, although it's more of a semi-individual color in this case. For the M3, it is a true individual color. We had to get approval for this color, so it's $4,500 on the M3. This also represents a few of the firsts here, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. So we walk around Ametrin Metallic in the sun. So I do apologize, it is a little bit dirty. The customer does not want us to wash the vehicle, so it's as it came in, minus the shipping tape and whatnot. So this is the first time we've had the 824M wheels. So that's 18 in the front and 19 in the rear, 275/40 in the front, and 285/35 in the rear. To me, these wheels look, that's a good design, but I think they make the tires look really, really beefy and meaty. So for the 18s and 19s, of course, we have no other reference on this one. Continental Sport Contact 6, so it's a welcome reprieve from previous generation, where it was the Sport Contact 3s. So hopefully those are improved tires. We back up and walk around Ametrin Metallic. So this is a base model M3. So it's got the 6-speed manual transmission, reduced horsepower to 473 horsepower and 406 torques. So consistent with the previous generation M3, M4 in terms of torque. But up on power, you can see the chrome exhausts on the back. So you can also get the competition like this if you use the Shadowline Delete, which I think we've done once before. Ended up not liking it very much. Well, here's Ametrin in the dark, so more towards a blackish purple here in low light conditions. You see our black calipers as well. So as we'll find out, the customer did not order any options on the car other than the paint. We'll take a look on the inside and go over the spec sheet. Alright, so interior is in Tartufo, which is one of my favorite brown colors here with the current offerings from BMW. It's a nice rich brown. I don't think it's really that orangey as some photos might lead you to believe. I think it's more of a rich, not really caramel, but maybe along those lines, brown. But good quilting and good stitching. It looks really classy in my opinion. Alright, so let's take a step on the inside. So no surprises in terms of interior feel. So we got our iDrive 7 live cockpit settings. And our base, it's like aluminum trim. I can't remember if it's Tetragon or not. Let's take a look at the spec sheet here. So, starting price of the base M3, it's just under $70,000. That Ametrin Metallic individual color added $4,500. As you can see, everything else is basically included. So you got your CarPlay, you got your wheels. There's really not anything that really stands out. It is aluminum Tetragon trim. That's about it. So you can get that, you can see the figure here. So total MSRP, including the destination, is basically $75,400. And that's it in terms of options. There's really nothing on this car. They want a base M3 with an individual color, which I think you got to respect. You know what you want. You want the special color. Go for it. And here's the aluminum Tetragon trim up close. Got our manual transmission. All your buttons here. Your setup, your M mode. Now, because we don't have mDrive Professional, we've only got Road and Sport. There's no drift analyzers. There's no 10-stage traction control. So again, that option is $900. We also have the parking assistant package as well. So no cameras. So basically your park distance control, you have your rear view camera, that's it. But there's really not much else to talk about with this particular spec. But Tartufo is a nice color. I think it complements Ametrin Metallic really, really well. You got your M1 and M2 buttons. M steering wheel with the stitching. But really, that's basically it for the car. Take a look at the back seat and show you Tartufo in all its glory as well. All right, it is in the shade a little bit. But again, I think a really, really rich brown. Very nice and luxurious. All right, so one thing else we should also mention, probably neglected on previous videos, is that the M stripe seatbelts are only on the competition, which I think is not really a good idea. I think they should be on the base model too. I mean, how much extra is it for those seatbelts? Probably not much. All right, so let me take a step back. We'll get Ametrin and do one more little walk around of Ametrin Metallic. So our first, it might be our first customer ordered individual, at least to arrive. We've got a couple more on the way. I think including a frozen dark gray metallic. I think that'll be nice to see in person as well, after seeing all the photos online. But Ametrin, I think, is a pretty good purple-violet color. More towards purple. I've had it before on the M8 Grand Coupe and also on the X5M competition. I've seen it on the X7 as well. I don't think we've had any of those ones in stock. We went with Daytona Violet. But let me know what you think of this combination. I think it works really well. Purple and the brown, which I think Silverstone could have worked well with it as well. And most likely ivory. But after that, I think you're getting a little hard-pressed unless you go with black. I think it provides a nice contrast and complement to the car. Another thing I'm not sure about are those 18 and 19-inch wheels. I think the design is okay. It's just the tires look real meaty. It's a lot of tire. And Continentals, which can be a good thing depending on the type of Continental tire. But that's about it for a quick tour around this base M3 in individual Ametrin Metallic, and we'll see you at the next video.